But what's so important about an organization's culture anyway? Why should leaders even care or pay attention to culture? In order to understand the answer to that question, let's start with the end in mind. Every leader wants their organization to be successful, and there are many definitions of success. For some, it's about creating great products or serving customers well. For others, it's about growth and profitability. And for others still, it's about bringing healing, peace, and beauty to a world that desperately needs it. Whatever your organization's definition of success, it's the leader's responsibility to achieve it. And of course, that begins with a strategy. Strategy is a word that defines how an organization will achieve success, but your ability to execute on your strategy is dependent on your organization's culture. A positive and flourishing culture enables strategy to be executed, while a negative or unhealthy culture torpedoes or undermines strategy. This connection between culture, strategy, and success is well documented in research and practice and can be summarized by a common phrase: culture eats strategy for breakfast. It's a quote commonly attributed to Peter Drucker, one of the top management gurus of the 20th century. In other words, if you care about the success of your organization, you need to care about culture. Leaders often put together great strategies, and they often assemble great teams to execute on those strategies, but they still come up short. And that is often because they haven't created the right environment or high-performance culture to enable success. So what is a high-performance culture?
The person I am today is because those teachers, that I owe my gratitude to them. I never stop learning. I'm constantly learning techniques, constantly learning ways to improve my students. It is a passion that is greater than my life. The heart you gotta have in order to teach martial arts, the spirit of the art. My job is to touch as many people as possible for the time that I'm in this world, because my job is more spiritual than anything else. I build the people's spirit to encourage the recognition through the martial arts, and that's very important to me. In order to be good, to really be good, it's when you become a teacher. When you teach people, you learn a lot about life. You have to understand people so you can really help them, because martial art is not just physical, it's about overcoming with the mind. I decided to dedicate my life to give 100% to the martial arts. The way martial arts affected my life was monumental. And what it did for me, what my teachers did for me, they were like my parents, they were like my mentors. They showed me the way. They showed me the right way to live. They showed me the right way to act, okay? And I'm indebted to them for the rest of my life. There's no money in the world that I can pay to them to make it right, because what they did to me is they built my spirit. The person I am today is because those teachers, okay, that I owe my gratitude to them. A lot of people come here, the parents always tell me, I chose your school because of those principles, those things you have up there on the wall. Okay, I like what you say. I like the way you think. I like those principles. I want my son to learn those principles. I want my daughter to be honest. I want him to learn about honesty. I want him to learn about these things. Yes, I want him to learn martial arts, but also it's very important that they learn the principles. And the principles, there's 7 principles. It's very simple. These principles were created by the samurai back in the day. The samurai lived and died by those principles. There's 7 of them. And I have it written on my wall. And I try every class, at the end of the class, talk about the principles. Because that's important for kids to grow up. They grow up with good principles, they're going to be good human beings. And the most important thing is to be good in this world. Because there's good and there's bad. There's the dark side, there's the side that has the light. And you want to always be with the light.
People only give 100% of themselves, their creativity, their motivation, their focus, when they are able to connect their day-to-day activities with the purpose of the organization, something they know will make the world a better place. Number 2, values are practiced throughout the organization. Identifying values and holding people accountable to them creates an environment of trust and alignment around priorities. This, in turn, allows the organization to move with greater speed towards achieving its purpose. Number 3, all activities provide real value to the customer. Organizations with a high-performance culture prevent and remove wasteful tasks that take away from fulfilling a central component of their mission, which is to serve their customer well. Number 4, people's roles match up with their passion and capabilities. It takes time to understand people's design, both what they're good at and what they love to do. When this is done intentionally and in alignment with the organization's purpose, teams become dramatically more creative and productive. Number 5, teams grow and flourish without dependency on individual leaders. Leaders are intentional about delegating both responsibility and authority, so their teams are empowered to make decisions in alignment with the organization's mission, vision, and values. And finally, number 6, bottom line results and goals are achieved. Building a great culture is not mutually exclusive with growth and profitability. Instead, they are a natural consequence. Bottom line, when leaders build a high-performance culture, they are creating a foundation that will enable success. So now that we know what a high-performance culture is, how do we create one? Leadership is the key. You won't get the culture you need without high-performing leaders. But this doesn't happen by accident. They must be developed.